I'm excited to show you a cool boutique project. I've seen these little brooches in boutiques for upwards of $15 or $20. So getting your big shot die of the circles number 2 is a real bargain because you can make as many of these as you want. The fabric I'm using is fleece, and the steps for these are really easy. First of all, to make this big double flower, you need 5 of the largest size cut here, and you can cut all 5 layers of fleece at the same time, which is really quick. You need 6 of the next size down, so 5 for the flower and 1 for the backing, and 3 of the next size down from there. And then the little tiny circle we won't use for doing the double flowers, but it is exactly what you need to do the centers of the small flowers. So go ahead and cut your fleece circles, and I'm going to show you how to do these. Now it's very easy. All you have to remember is up, down, okay? So what I'm going to do is start with my needle and come up through my fabric, down through my fabric, up through my fabric, and down through my fabric. Okay, got that? You're going to get to see it several more times. All right, next petal, same size fabric, circle, up, down, down. Okay, you with me on this? All I'm doing is adding them to my thread so they're catching on there. And then I'm going to go up, down, down. And I'm taking about 1/4 inch stitches. The size of your stitch will determine how folded your flower is. So up, down, down. Still with me? Okay, I'm on my last petal of the size. So last one also goes, guess what? Up, down, down. All right, not a whole lot of variation there. Now, when you get all those 5 petals strung on, what you're going to do is cinch them up, and you're going to bring your needle around and kind of make a circle. I'm going to take my needle and stick it back through. Okay, I'm going to take my needle back through where my original knot started, just to the inside of our petals there. Okay, see how that works? Up, down, down. All right, and then I'm going to make these into sort of a flower shape. Okay. Aren't they pretty? It's coming together. I love these flowers. Thanks, VJ. Okay, and then I'm going to take my 5 petals for the inside, and I'm going to do the same thing, up, down for those. And let me show you this a little closer. I'm on the inside now. My thread's on the inside. All I'm going to do is I'm going to go up, down, down. Like I said, not a lot of variety. Now, when I get to the other side of my petal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to go back through the 2 walls here of this flower, okay, back where my thread was originally. So what that's going to do is it's going to pull this petal right up inside. See how that fits right in there? Okay, it's like magic. I love this. All right, now can you guess how I'm going to stitch this one? That's right. Up, down, down. Okay, I'm going to cinch it in there, and then I'm going to go through the walls of the next 2 petals. All right, there we go there. And see how these nicely nest inside each other? It's just perfect the way the circle die works. All right, no changes here. Up, down, down. Okay. Cinch that one in, go through the 2 walls, back where exactly where my thread was before, and that petal miraculously just goes right inside there. These are great with polar fleece. You could also do them with felt, although we found that fleece was really the best material. Up, down. It just gives them enough body without making them stiff. And man, these are the softest thing. They're fabulous. Okay, and then through the 2 walls for the last petal. Okay, I probably could have cut a longer thread to start with. All right, but up, down, and I'm going to cinch this in here. Last one, and I'm going to go ahead just to finish it off and go back through these 2 petals here to make sure these are nicely connected. But I'm going to bring my thread up in the center here. Let's see, can I get that to come up? There. See how my thread came up closer to the center? Now that is nice and tight, and my petals are all put together. Isn't that just gorgeous? And then I'm going to take my 3 of the next size, and I'm going to, I know you'll never guess, go up, down, and I'm making my stitches smaller this time than I did for the last round. Up, down, up, down. I know you'll be going to bed tonight thinking up, down, so I apologize for that in advance. Up, down, down. All right, and now we have our 3 center petals, and so I want to bring this one around, so I'm going to take my needle around to the first part where I came through originally and bring this back through the side, and now we have our 3 petals right there in the center. Okay, see how that works? All right, then I'm going to go ahead and attach my button, and I'm going to grab one of these awesome sherbet buttons. I'm going to use, I think I'm going to use this big orange one because I just love the pink and orange together. So I'm going to go up through my button and then kind of hold everything exactly where I want it and go down through the whole flower. Okay, so my needle comes out the back. And if you can remember how to sew the petals, you'll remember how to do your button too, because you're just going to go up. Let's see, where's our hole? Down, up, down, and go ahead and tie off your button. All right, so we'll pretend that I tied the back off there. All right. And if you're better off than me, you'll use a longer thread to begin with so that you don't have to work so hard to tie your button. Okay, so we're going to pretend, okay, you're going to pretend that I tied that off. Isn't it pretty? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the leftover one that we cut for the back, and I'm going to show you how to attach your pin. And if you've already watched my little video, the one for the little flower, then this is no surprise. But what you're going to do is you're going to kind of hold your pin up as a guide, and you're going to slit into the folded fleece. All right, to make 2 little slits there, because then when you open your pin backing, you can just slide this on through. And now take a little bit of hot glue on the back, hot glue that on, and stick it onto your flower. And the last thing we need to do is add the little petal or little leaves here, and these are just cut from a piece of green fleece, and I just go ahead with my hot glue and stick those on the back, and there we have our finished pin. And these make great little pins that you can put on a jean jacket, or you could put them on your purse. Here's one that I did with a little bit different fabric. So on this layer, the inside here for our flower, I went ahead and just used a regular fabric with music notes, and then I also overlaid it with a piece of tulle, like wedding tulle, just to give it a little bit more texture. But that gives you some other ideas. And I said on my other video that you could use these as little headbands, and all I did there was take an extra circle and stitch this onto a real inexpensive headband from the variety store. Or, let's see, that's the pin. And here is one done with a little hair clip. And so I did the same trick here with cutting the fleece and just slid on the hair clip so that we have our very cute hair clip ready to go. So I'm sure you can think of very many fun uses for these, and I hope you will enjoy using your Circles die number 2.